Somewhere in Akron, Ohio, there is an Amazon warehouse. 695,000 square feet. Robots. Conveyor belts. Millions of packages shipped every day. You've probably ordered something that came from it. What almost nobody knows is what was there before. Before the robots. Before the concrete. Before the parking lots. There was a mall. A mall with a glass ceiling, bubble elevators, and a floor-to-ceiling aquarium stocked with tropical fish. A mall where, on any Saturday in 1985, you could find literally all of Akron. Kids flicking pennies into an orange-tiled fountain, teenagers at Claire's, families loading up on boardwalk fries. Rolling Acres Mall was the pride of Akron, Ohio. 140 stores, 5 anchor departments, its own cinema, parking for 7,500 cars. It ended as a ruin, skylights smashed by rifle fire, floors soaked with rain, a man secretly living in an abandoned store, and a body buried behind the building. Welcome to Mystic America, where we dig up the stories America buried. Subscribe so you never miss a story like this. August 6, 1975. Rolling Acres Mall opens on Akron's southwest side. Developer Forest City Enterprises spent $75 million, over $400 million in today's money, building it on 260 acres off Romig Road. Sears was the anchor. 21 stores filled the first day. By year's end, 50 stores. The expansion came fast. A 3-screen cinema. JCPenney, Montgomery Ward, the local chain O'Neill's. By the late 1970s, Rolling Acres had all 3 of the biggest department store chains, Sears, JCPenney, and Montgomery Ward, under one roof. At the time, it was the only mall in the entire United States that could say that. And it had the aquarium. A new 1977 wing called the Court of Aquarius featured a floor-to-ceiling tank filled with tropical fish, surrounded by oasis-like planters and a sunken living room seating area. People came just to see it. It was a destination. The mall even had a mascot, R.A. the Friendly Giant, a Paul Bunyan character whose initials stood for Rolling Acres, but also nodded to R.A., the Egyptian sun god. A 15-foot talking version debuted at Christmas 1976 and became a beloved local icon. PBS filmed an episode of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Inside the mall, the Akron Youth Symphony performed in the atrium. By 1995, when a 5th anchor, Target, opened, 98% of Rolling Acres' 140 stores were occupied. That was the peak. Everything after 1995 was the long slide down. But before the decline, there is something darker you need to know. Something that happened in 1986 that the people of Akron never forgot. On the night of August 31st, 2 University of Akron students, Wendy Offrey-Dew, 21, and Dawn McCreary, 20, finished their waitressing shift and got into their car. Their route home took them under the Stoner Street Bridge on I-77. 3 young men were on that bridge throwing chunks of concrete onto the highway for amusement. One chunk hit Wendy's car. The men drove down and offered to help. One of the women, Wendy, called her mother from a nearby payphone. Said everything was fine. Said she'd be home soon. She never came home. The 2 women were taken to a field directly behind Rolling Acres Mall. The mall that, at that very moment, was one of the busiest shopping destinations in Northeast Ohio. Both women were murdered over the next 3.5 hours. The lead attacker, Richard Cooey, was convicted and sentenced to death. He was executed in October 2008, the same year Rolling Acres Mall closed its doors for the last time. The field where Wendy and Dawn were killed is now part of the Amazon Fulfillment Center. The mall's unraveling began in 1997 when a rival mall, Summit Mall, completed a major renovation and began pulling shoppers away. Management tried to fight back. But Rolling Acres had also developed a reputation for being unsafe. In 1991, during a screening of New Jack City, a fight broke out near the cinema. People thought they heard a gunshot. Hundreds of shoppers ran through the mall in panic. It made the local news. That same year, management had switched from off-duty police to cheaper private security guards. The reputation spread. Shoppers stayed away. Stores left. The emptier it got, the less safe it felt. The less safe it felt, the more shoppers stayed away. It became a death spiral with no exit. By 2006, Target relocated. Dillard's closed. The owners had stopped paying property taxes. In 2007, a 26-year-old man was discovered living secretly inside one of the vacant stores. He had been there for weeks. Nobody noticed. He had stolen $30,000 worth of merchandise from other tenants to furnish his secret home inside the dead mall. A man moved into a shopping mall, and it took weeks for anyone to find him. By October 2008, only 8 tenants remained. The owners sent letters informing all of them the mall could no longer afford its electricity bill. On October 31, 2008, Halloween, Rolling Acres Mall closed forever. The years that followed were grim. Sears held on until April 2011. JCPenney's outlet store, the last retailer, closed December 31, 2013. Then the building was completely abandoned. The skylights were smashed by vandals, by scrappers, and by people literally using them as a firing range. Rain poured in. Snow fell through the holes. The old cinema carpet became so waterlogged it felt like stepping on wet sponges. Scrappers stripped the copper wiring. The orange fountain, where generations of Akron children had made wishes, stood alone in the ruined atrium, surrounded by broken glass and fallen ceiling tiles. In November 2011, a body was found in a shallow grave behind the mall, linked to the Craigslist killer, Richard Beasley, who had been luring men to fake farm jobs and murdering them across rural Ohio. The legal battles over the property dragged on for years. The new owners stopped paying taxes. Foreclosure began. Bankruptcy was filed 4 times at the last possible moment to stop sheriff sales. The city of Akron finally seized the property in June 2016. By August 2017, Rolling Acres Mall was demolished. Akron's own Black Keys noticed what Rolling Acres had become before most people did. In 2012, while the mall stood abandoned, they chose a photograph of its crumbling Kaufman's entrance as the cover image for their single gold on the ceiling. A song about temptation and decay. A mall about consumption and collapse. By November 2020, the Amazon fulfillment center on the site was open and operational. The robots don't need fountains. They don't need aquariums. They never run out of money for electricity. The orange fountain is gone. R.A. the friendly giant is gone. The pennies at the bottom of the wishing pool, somewhere under 695,000 square feet of Amazon Logistics Center, mixed into the Akron clay. Rolling Acres Mall was built in 1975 because people were moving to the suburbs. It died because those suburbs changed, because the rubber industry collapsed, because jobs disappeared, because shopping moved online. Rolling Acres wasn't just a mall. It was a mirror of Akron. When Akron was full, the mall was full. When Akron emptied, so did the mall. And when it was gone, the only thing big enough to fill that space was a warehouse for a company that ships everything to people who never have to leave their homes. That's the real story. Subscribe to Mystic America and drop a comment. Did you ever shop at Rolling Acres? Do you remember a mall like this from your childhood?